Are we up and running?
Well, we are, but nobody's come on yet.
Let me when we get somebody.
Good. We're patiently waiting.
Dum, dee, dum, 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 bum, 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 dee, dum, dum, dee, dum, dee, dum, dee, dum. Dum, 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 dee, dum, 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 dum. When we get up to 10, will we begin? Dum, 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 la, 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 la. Doo, 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 doo.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome everybody to our pre-Shabbat version of our concert, which will not have any music because of it being in the 9 days. However, I didn't want a day to go by without us getting together. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to describe the specialness of this Shabbat, and then we were going to sing a song together. And I won't have any musical accompaniment, so I will try my best to sound good, and you're welcome to sing along with me. Okay, so today is Erev Shabbat. Shabbat is, in Israel is happening in a few hours. And in New York time, you're looking at a few hours plus 7. So many Shabbats, it's a Shabbatot is the real plural of one Shabbat. Many Shabbatot have special names because they are special in some way other than just run-of-the-mill Shabbat, which there really isn't anything as there's no such thing as a run-of-the-mill Shabbat. But anyway, so this Shabbat has a name. It's called Shabbat Chazon. Chazon means vision. There was a great rabbi a few hundred years ago named Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Barditchev. Barditchev is a little village in I guess in Ukraine. I don't know I don't know the geography over there, but I think it's in Ukraine. Either Russia or Ukraine or South Africa.
No, it's not South Africa.
It's not South Africa. I was just trying to be funny. I'm not always funny, even though I try. Okay. So he was from Barditchev, and his name was Rabbi Levi Yitzchak, and he was very famous for always thinking of a good way to look at another person, which actually is really it coincides with this quote unquote season. Is never to judge a person by what you think you see, because you could see a person running out of a bank with a sack of money, running as fast as he can, and someone in the bank is chasing him. Now, your first reaction would be, okay, the guy just robbed the bank. But maybe it's possible that he didn't rob the bank. He actually made a normal deposit, a withdrawal, and he dropped some of the money, and the guy in the bank is chasing after him to give him the money. Virtually nothing is as it seems. And it's a very, very important part of not just the Jewish religion, but in life. Don't judge other people because we really, really have no way of knowing the whole story. So he was really good at judging people favorably. A couple of famous stories about him. One time, his students were bored on Tisha B'Av, and they decided to have a little fun. So they got up on the roof, and they threw a rope down, and like a lasso. And when anyone would be walking by, they'd pull it up, and that person would be flying up to the second floor. Well, they couldn't see because they're looking straight down who one of the persons was, and it turned out to be Rabbi Levi Yitzchak. And they pulled him up and they said, "Oh no, we're in serious trouble." And Rabbi Levi Yitzchak said, "God, they don't appreciate your holiday. Take it away from them." Meaning, take away your Tisha B'Av. You don't know how to appreciate it, so we won't have any more Tisha B'Av anymore.
Amen.
There was another time when someone was greasing the wheels of his wagon, and all with a talit and tefillin on. And someone who was one of his opponents said, like, "This is disgusting. He's getting all dirty while he's wearing talit and tefillin." And his response was, "Look how holy this person is. He even prays while he's greasing a wheel." So always a good way to look at everybody. So this is called Shabbat Chazon. Chazon means a vision. Did I say that already? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So what is the idea of a vision? Well, there's a thing called the Haftarah, and most people know what it is, but I'm just going to, as I said 4 lessons ago, I'm keeping everything basic so nobody feels left out. A little known fact is there was actually a time of persecution, which is pretty typical for our history, and they forbade reading the Torah in public. The Torah meaning the 5 books of Moses. So our sages found writings in the prophets, in the writings, and they found other writings that are also part of the 24 books that make up the written Torah, and they found things that basically match what it says in the Torah reading for that week, which they're not allowed to do. So they would read from those other writings, and those readings were called the Haftarah. And nowadays we read the Torah portion of the 5 books of Moses, and we stick on at the end another reading, which is from the prophets, etc. We tack that on and read that as well. So the Haftarah for this week starts off with the words, "This is the vision," etc., etc. Now, it was the vision of when the Messiah would come. So Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Bardichev came up with this analogy. He said there was a father once who bought his son a brand new suit. And the son abused the suit, and I don't know what he did, but within a short time the suit was a wreck. So he bought him a second suit. And same thing happened. He didn't respect the suit, and the suit was in tatters. So I bought him a third suit, but he said, "This time, I'm not giving you the suit. I'm going to hang it in the closet. And every once in a while, on a special occasion, I'll take it out of the closet, and you can see it. You can see what you will be getting when you learn how to respect your clothing." Likewise, with the Beit HaMikdash, the first Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. Second one was destroyed, and both of them were the fault of the Jewish people for sins that they had committed. Now we have a third Beit HaMikdash, and God says, "You know what? I'm not giving it to you yet. Once a year, you're going to get a vision of it. And then I'm going to put it away till you deserve it." Now, I don't know exactly what it means when it says a vision of it. Like, what are we talking about? So we're talking about a spiritual vision. Like, if you look out your window, you're not going to see a Beit HaMikdash flying through the sky. But it's a spiritual thing that happens on this Shabbat, that every Jewish person, at least in their soul, has a feeling of, wow, Mashiach is not here, and we're really missing something by the Beit HaMikdash not being built. just one more note about the Beit HaMikdash. There are many references in the Torah that God fills the entire world. There's not. It is as if you had sometimes you have balloons with little arms and legs, and not just but a real thing. Well, just like you could pour water in it, and it would fill up every nook and cranny in that balloon. Likewise, that is how God's presence fills this world. But it's in a spiritual way that we don't see. But he decides to take away that just spiritual thing and make it a physical thing, and he made that in the Beit HaMikdash. And we were able to see, when it was standing, godliness and open miracles. So we ask God on this Shabbat to bring us the Beit HaMikdash. We've had enough problems in this world. It's been enough time already. I don't think anybody in the world, doesn't say to themselves, we need relief. We need godliness. We need just a big change. And when Mashiach comes, there will be a big change, and we hope for it every single day. So now comes my a cappella singing. Now I'm going to lift up this cover, but I'm only going to play one note, just so I know what my first note will be. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh my God. Okay. La, 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 la. Okay, what we're going to sing is, when we come home from the synagogue tonight, 2 angels escort us to the front door. And we come in, and if everything, the table is set, there's food, everybody's in a good mood, there's lots of light. So what happens is the angels come in, and the first thing we say to the angels is, hey, how you doing, angels? Which in Hebrew is, Shalom Aleichem. And then we say, Boachem Shalom, angels. Angels, hey, come on in. And the third verse says, Baruchuni L'Shalom, angels. Angels, bless us. And then the fourth verse goes, Tzeitzechem L'Shalom, angels. Angels, now that you've blessed us, you can take the blessings that you have and leave now, but go to your boss in heaven and plead on our behalf. And we pray that the beautiful thoughts that we have at a time like this come true. Why not? I have a very, very strong personal philosophy of why not? Okay, here we go. I'm going to play the note again so I don't start at the wrong note. Okay, okay. You can sing along with me because it's really famous. We sing each verse 3 times. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now the second verse begins, and that's when we invite the angels to come in. That's tonight, not right now though. Boyachem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon, mi melech, malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Boyachem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon, mi melech, malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Boyachem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon, mi melech, malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Now the next part is the part where we ask the angels to bless us. think of something while we're singing it that you'd really like to be blessed with. Something that, nobody has everything. Everybody's got something missing. So maybe right now may be the time to be answered. Baruch hu nile shalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei melachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruch hu nile shalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei melachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruch hu nile shalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei melachim hakadosh baruch hu. Now we tell the angels they can leave now, but go up to your boss in heaven and bring our prayers with you. Tzeitichem leshalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei melachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzeitichem leshalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei melachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzeitichem l'shalom malachei shalom malachei elyon mi melech malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. I wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for tuning in, and
Everyone have a easy, meaningful fast, if we still have to fast on Sunday.
right.
And better we shouldn't have to.
And stay well. And when are we going to see them again, Chaya?
Monday, Israel, 9 o'clock, and 2 o'clock in the Eastern Zone on Monday.
Wow, it's been so long since we announced it. I forgot the 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Right, yeah, like
Wow.
you always had it down perfect.
I had it down, I forgot it. Good going, Gersh. So, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Be happy. Oh, one other thing. This is important. There's an expression in the month of Adar. It says, Mishenichnas Adar. Once Adar comes, Marbim b'simcha. You have to increase in joy. It's the happiest month of the year. And then it says, and we are now in the month of Av. And it says, Mishenichnas Av ma'atim b'simcha. We lessen in simcha. Seemingly, that what it means is we have less simcha. But there's another way of reading it. And this is from Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Barditchev as well. He said this, he lived 200 years ago. He said, Mishenichnas Av, when the month of Av comes, ma'atim, we do less. We have less. But it has to be b'simcha. You have to still be happy. Happy doesn't mean running and clicking your heels, but an inner joy in life. And that's constant. And that's what we have to do. So, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.